Hey, how's everybody doing? Let's just get right into it. So, I've been recently following a channel that I think a lot of you should. This guy's not afraid to talk about what needs to be talked about, and there might be some things that I disagree with him about, but for the most part, it's an excellent channel. It's Baseball Replay Journal. Down in the description of the video, I put a link to a video that he did called APBA's Website Needs Work. So, we're just going to just cut right to the chase. He's right. The reason I'm making this video, though, is because he's mainly talking about the cards and dice and the company in general. So I wanted to kind of narrow the focus a little bit down to, hey, it's Cooney 007. Welcome in, man. I wanted to kind of just look at since you guys know I'm pretty much just a digital baseball sim player, and wanted to talk a little bit about what APBA is doing, what it should be doing, what it's not doing, and uh, maybe make an appeal, though I doubt that John Gerson will ever hear this, right? So, as Baseball Replay Journal points out, this website, well, it's archaic. Let's face it. There's not any CSS coding in here, anything like that. So the first thing that he points out, and so bear with me, this is not going to be a reiteration of his video. Hey, Anthony, good to see you. Good to see you, man. It's great to see you. So bear with me, guys, for a few minutes. I'm not going to reiterate his video. Please do check out, again, the videos in the description that he did. Please do check that out. So just a few quick points. Number one, if you're going to sell your game, your website's got to look good. Now, I'm not saying that without any area of expertise. I'm an instructional designer. I have done literally upwards of 2,000 websites for people, universities, businesses, what have you. Um, and if you, this speaks to a larger thing too, guys. Let's face it, whether you're playing digital baseball sims, you're playing cards and dice. Look at the demographic. All right, how are you going to get teenagers and 20 somethings, and I dare say even some people in their 30s? How are you going to get them into this hobby? And this isn't just APBA, it's Strat as well, although Strat has a much nicer website. Um, so you look at this first. There's no CSS coding. This thing is like you could do this in HTML 1.0, and in fact, I could redo this in HTML 1.0, and it would be a website that would jump out. All right. So that being said, again, Baseball Replay Journal really focused on right the cards and dice side thing and how hard this website is to navigate, and it is. It's terrible. It is terrible. But I wanted to focus in on the digital game because you guys know I play it a lot. Baseball for Windows is an excellent game. You can do almost everything in terms of players, teams, what have you, with Baseball for Windows that you can do an Action PC, that you can do an out of the park baseball. Um, and it has, of course, the great, Ernie Harwell narrator, multiple AIs, not only in the narrator and the crowd, which is reactive and sometimes even proactive, but also in the managers. And we're going to talk about how you can access those. Now, years and years and years ago, when Broadcast Blast came out, there was a companion product called the Fan Park Encyclopedia. It cost extra. I still have it. I will never part with it. I've seen it go for eBay very rarely for commanding high prices. Hey, good morning, Big Clue. Um, and I believe, so it was when 5.75 was released, which is the latest version. And we're going to talk about that for a second, too, which Baseball Replay Journal had failed to mention. And I just think it's because he doesn't play the digital version of the game. We'll get to that in a minute, okay? But anyhow, when 5.75 was released, APBA took away the Fan Park Encyclopedia. What that was, you could import any team, any season, any player, anything you wanted, right? So on one hand, I get why you could do that, or why they took it away. The old companies, the venerable old companies such as APBA and Stratomatic, let's face it, they really make their money by selling seasons. Okay, is there anything wrong with that? No. However, when you see what other companies are doing right now, it's time for both APBA and Strat to kind of recognize the elephant in the room. And I present again in the digital realm. In the digital realm, I give you out of the park baseball. I also give you digital diamond baseball and um, with qualification, action PC baseball. All right. So for out of the park baseball, digital diamond baseball, every season it's there, right? And as far as Mark Cohen goes with digital diamond baseball, not only do you have every season you could play the game digitally, but also it serves as a companion for a number of board games, a number of them. Just watch Dwayne Mart's YouTube network, guys, and what he's doing in his 1961 replay, Braves Yankees. It's amazing what he's doing, right? Um, if you're a status pro player, the game's right in there. It's in there, and it creates the cards, everything back to 1927. But you can go all the way back to 1871. All right, so it's there, one price. He's making some pretty decent money. Out of the park baseball, come on. One lone developer from Germany back in 1999 releases this game, and here we are 24 years later, and what? Major League Baseball licensing, Major League Players Association licensing, minor league baseball licensing. Every season, every minor league, going down to development league, short season A, everything. It's all in there for one price. At full price, $39.95. It goes on sale so much my head spins. It's there. They're on Steam, and it's the only game of Metacritic to win Game of the Year twice. The only one. And it's a text-based baseball sim. Look past the graphics, look past the 3D, which is getting better and better every year. It's a text-based baseball sim. Pesky Pole, a member of the community, recently did a video on Out of the Park Baseball and how good it is at strict replays. And it was fascinating. And it's what I've been preaching all the time about the game. But this isn't about the virtues of Out of the Park Baseball. Now, the third game that I mentioned was Action PC Baseball, which many of us play on this channel. We've done in our channel, in this community. We've done our McGreevy League. We've done 3 versions of Shanks. We've done all kinds of tournaments. People do season replays. And why do I say qualified? Because not everything is free on an Action PC Baseball. You're not going to get every season for free in the game, right? You got to buy the seasons. But look at the sales that Dave Cook has and look at his customer service. I have heard so many stories from people who play Action PC Baseball who say things like, I had a serious computer issue. I emailed Dave. No questions asked. Boom. He just looked at my order, sent me everything again. Contrast that, and I'm not going to get into it, with the experiences I had with Stratomatic PC, just trying to move the game onto a new PC. So with Action PC, um, you know, again, I buy a lot of stuff at full price there, but you know what? I, like everybody else, when those sales come up, you know it, and I know it. We all do it who are Action PC players. We hit dksports.com. And that website is so, so easy to navigate and to shop. It's done. You're done, right? And so I can't speak too much about Strat because I don't play it anymore because of their shoddy customer service. So I have to focus on APBA. But the two I really think are catering to those of us in our 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. But where are the new players coming in? The new players are coming in, right? MLB The Show, and then they're looking for something a little bit more serious. Some of them are going to find Action PC. Some of them are going to find, more of them are going to find Digital Diamond Baseball. And most of them are going to find Out of the Park Baseball because of its exposure on Steam. It's there, right? Now to getting to this, finally to the digital part of APBA and why Baseball Replay Journal is absolutely 100% correct. And here's a guy that you talk about taking chances. So I do a lot of just dead ball on here, but I kind of pick and choose what digital sims to play. This guy even plays Diamond Mine Baseball on his channel, which you guys know I really, really do. Yeah, Bleacher Bums Gaming. Oh yeah, so please, Anthony. Yeah, this isn't just MLB. The Show is just for the 20 somethings. I love it too. I love it to death. Not only been following what Legend Sports Universe is doing, I love the game so much. I've bought editions 19, and this just this year, Anthony, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23. So that should tell you something. I love it. Thanks to Legends and Steve Tate letting me know that, hey, this isn't just a Twitch game. You can manage, you can do all this stuff. And you're right. Anthony also says lots of great options out there now. Every version of Out of the Park. Same here, too. Same here. Out of the Park is brilliant. And again, I didn't put the link in, but Pesky Pole, watch his video on Out of the Park and how it does with a strict replay. And he's basically just saying what I've been preaching for years. It's a great baseball sim. All right, let's get to this. So on Dave Gardner and Ron Jockett on their Digital to Dice podcast, they had John Gerson on there, I think, in April. Let me start out by saying this is no character assassination on John Gerson. I don't know him. Seems like a nice guy. But it strikes me that a man who came from the financial world, this is what at least I gleaned from that, you would think that he would really want his product to sell. Well, he mentioned on the Digital to Dice podcast, this was shortly after the main game, and you can see down here, became available as a download. All right. You guys know now modern PCs don't come with DVDs anymore. They're really, DVDs are going the way of the dodo, right? So he said, well, yep, and we made it a download because we recognize that that people aren't using DVDs anymore. And so this was in April, and John Gerson said, within 2 to 3 weeks, we hope to have everything on the website for APBA Baseball 5.75 available as a digital purchase. Well, as a person who wants ballparks, who spent the last 2 days trying to make ballparks for this game, and I'm almost there, but it's a really crazy process. It's not like Action PC or even Out of the Park, right? It's really convoluted the way you have to do this. So let's look. Did he do it? Well, I'm thinking, hey, maybe, but if I look at stadium discs, and I'm new, I want to get into this game, right? I'm not new, but let's pretend I am. So what you get here, and this is absolutely silly, all right? You get these ballparks, and they don't even have a good selection of ballparks. Thank God for the modding community out there, all right? So you have, like, you do have a version of Yankee Stadium, right? But you don't have, for those of like Anthony and I and others who love dead ball baseball, Highland Park's not in here. For Pittsburgh, Exposition Park is not in here. You have PNC Park and Three Rivers, right? The Forbes Field that comes with it is the same Forbes Field that has come with this game since its inception. Okay. Hey, 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 welcome in, MV. Yeah, inside pitch is great too, as well as payoff pitch. So many great games. And Anthony, you are already anticipating what I want to talk about and what I am talking about. But here's the rub. Even with the very limited ballpark selection that you get, even with that, check this out. So for $6, you get a ballpark. You think, okay, $6, the configuration file is all set. And if anybody's played Action PC Baseball, you'll see what I mean. I can even show you what's kind of involved in this. But it's $6 on one CD. One park per CD. That's it. Okay? Now, this is a little bit misleading down here, right? In the little small print, it says that these parks up here, so Wrigley, Old Yankee Stadium, but it's really Old Yankee Stadium just going back to 1976. That hand-painted Forbes Field kind of thing is in there. And Tiger Stadium, Riverfront Stadium, and the Homer Dome. All right? But if I want to, I'll show you this. All right, so let's say I just want to buy, say I'm going to do that, okay? So now it's going to go to the cart, But now what I have to do is I have to go back, all right? Or I can keep shopping. So if we go keep shopping, now I want to buy, let's say, Braves Field. So I'm going to add that to the cart, all right? Now, not only are we already up to $12 for two ballparks, but they are going to be on separate CDs. They're going to be on separate CDs. This makes no sense, right? So, and you're screwed if you live in Canada, by the way. All right. So, I have two pieces of plastic that if I would buy these two ballparks and then install them in the game, well, I can also then back them up to the cloud, right? So, external hard drive, I can do it. I have an external DVD drive that I use for older things, like for studying some sleight of hand resources that I have on DVD or using for storage or whatever. Yet, and this is again, John Gerson is probably never going to hear this. John, if you gave me 1 week, not only could I redesign your website into a beast where you'd be selling your game, but at the very least, it would take me 2 days to make every single product that you have for the digital component, the digital APBA game, everything as a downloadable, purchasable product. Everything. I've worked back when I was a partner in a magic shop. Um, I was in charge of our storefront and did everything through APBA stores, and that's what this is. So that's the other thing. They're not using their own. Look how many times I had to back up just to get here. All right, so that's the stadium discs, right? So seasons, and look how bad this is. This is so bad. I should be able to just go back. All right, so season discs. All right, now you do have a choice of getting either the season file or you can buy it on CD. All right, it's $40 if you buy it on a disc, and it's $25 if you buy it as a data file. Now, if you come in here and then what you know what doesn't matter your age, you come in here with a spanking new Asus laptop or desktop or what have you. Well, you're not going to buy this, you're going to buy this. But why would you buy this? Why would you buy this except to maybe you don't understand how saving to the cloud works or backing up things to a zip drive? Because the small season disks are small. These are very, very, very small file sizes, right? So I get it. Legacy, all right. You want to appeal to people that really they have just a potato kind of computer and all they do is play APBA 5.75 on it. That's all they do. Okay? But then the pricing gets weird, okay? So get this. All right. So for the 1991 baseball season disc is $40. And I'll get to the comments in a minute. It's $40. All right? But if I go to the 2013 season, it's $28. 2015 is $28. 2012 is $28. Do you get where I'm coming from here, guys? Right? But yet, so the 2015 season disc is $28. The 2016 season disc is $40. So what are you paying extra because the Chicago Cubs won the World Series finally after all those years, after since 1908? 2017 is $40. Why would you buy this? Make this the same price as your digital file. Make it everything $25. Easy. Then you're giving people a choice. There's no choice here, right? There's absolutely no choice. Also, this is pretty much right here, but you want to go up here and you can see what's on offer. All right, well, you've got pretty much every season in baseball, pretty much every season in baseball, but there's some gaps. There's a gap between 1979 and 1985. Why? Between 1986 and 89. Why? 90 and 93. So 91 and 92, you can't buy from here. And then it kind of seems to pick up, but up to 2009. All right. So what would I be paying, let's say, for the 1939 season? Okay, it's $28. So the pricing's all messed up. It's all messed up. I'm going to stop here and get to these. Get your comments, everybody. Yeah, why would anybody buy the disc? Welcome in, MV, if you can get the download. Cooney says talk about sometimes down. Yeah, right. Magic shops. Bought the Negro League file on disc before they deleted the download, but now there's no excuse. Yep. You'd love to play some of the teams from Japan. Absolutely, Sakuni 007. Aaron, welcome in. But it gets even crazier. So in that interview, I want to talk about 5.75. So when I do baseball for Windows on this, and I do it, see you guys if you're rolling up something in the background to give you, a break from my voice. That's the reason why I do old time baseball and baseball for Windows on here, to kind of intersperse it with what I'm doing. Okay. How many people have asked me, is this game still available? So stop and think about that. And again, my channel's so tiny, who's going to see it? And unfortunately, Baseball Replay Journal, as I look at his, he's got 494 subscribers. I've got 371. Is John Gerson going to see us? No. What I wish would be one of the like Digital to Dice. If anybody can get his attention, I'm putting an offer out there. I'll fix your website for free because I want to see this game thrive. I really, really do. But people were asking me, oh, yeah, I played this back in the day. I loved it. I wish it was still available. And I would spend time like typing in there because I let Ernie do all the announcing or talking in my tutorials. This is available. You can download this and buy it now. You can play it. You can play it. You can play it. But John Gerson wants everything to go to APBA Go. Well, APBA Go, as opposed to Baseball for Windows, they are very, very different products. One's based on the APBA Basic game, which is fine, and one is based on the APBA Master game, and that's Baseball for Windows. But APBA Go itself, so he says this was going to be the central hub. So let's go to APBA Go. And we're going to see what APBA Go Baseball offers in comparison to Out of the Park Go. All right, any game, anytime, online. Okay, yeah, sounds really cool. I looked into this. I really looked into this. All right, so you get 2 teams, unlimited play. All right, so try it for free. I could set up an email here. I'm not going to. I'm going to see what I can glean out of here. Right, so we go to history. Look, this isn't even so. This is like the same bad website. Okay, so one of the golden rules in instructional design is anything that's clickable should have substantive information. Scouting. This is saying the same thing. It's saying the same thing. Go global. Same thing. What's the point down here? There's absolutely no point, right? Somebody's looking at these things. If I click on maybe I could get some information here on APBA Baseball. It just redirects me back to the same page. And yet, in John Gerson's own words, everything APBA is going to be APBA Go. APBA Go, right? The game okay, if you're going to put a gallery in a website, make it clickable. No, I can just move the elements around. Big deal. That doesn't mean anything. All right. I don't even know if my login doesn't work on this anymore. You get one ballpark, right? And for the low price, and I say this with tongue planted firmly in cheek, of $22 a month, you get access to every baseball season in history. Actually, I believe it just goes back to 1901. Yep, you can play online, you can play head to head. It's fun. But what if you're an APBA player, Baseball for Windows, and you just got into this and you don't have access to the Fan Park Encyclopedia, but you want to play online? And there's ways you can play Baseball for Windows online. This is your option if you're a digital player. Okay? So you got a video. Well, let's see. We're going to stop that for a second. So there's a whole APBA video here, and I'll let you guys look at it. I'll put it right in the chat, and you can have a go. All right. So have a look at that. It's not very good marketing. Okay. It just isn't. Where's the information? So for me to, if I'm a prospective buyer, and you know how people are these days, and rightly so, if you're putting your information out there on the internet, it's at risk. And judging by the way this company is working and how outdated the system, I wouldn't want to put my information in here. I would put in a fake email, whatever. But I want to know about the game, and I'm not getting that. The most modern part of this website is just doing this gallery. But here I should be able to click. Every time tried free, I'm just going to get this. I'm just going to get this. Okay. So there's another problem right there. But let's go back to the website. All right. Well, if we go to APBA Baseball 5.75, all right. So where we just see now there's special disc. Oh, what's this? This is pretty cool. Okay. Wow, Hall of Fame data. So this is 25 bucks. Compare this to what Dave charges in Action PC Baseball, right? $40. Okay, so this is the digital download here, I guess, for $28. Yep. The disc version is $40. It's the same data. And this probably takes up it's probably a 500K file if you're lucky. If you're lucky. You know? You want the batch 3 pre-expansion? It's $40. It's 16 teams. I mean, I can show you guys the PDF of what this contains. You're going to pay $40. Okay? But, and in fact, for the batch 3 pre-expansion, guess what? It's not available as a digital download. It's not. The Negro League discs, 25 bucks. Okay, I have it. It's nothing to write home about, believe me. But it's all right. Great teams of the past, what have you. But you kind of have to dig in here, all right? Still using this same icon, and I'm not niggling, guys. This is how a business fails. It's how a business fails, and they have a great product. They have a great product, but you have to read in here. Let's see. Oh, okay. So this file's for baseball for Windows. So for 25 bucks, I can pick that. Okay. But down here, I've got to read. Okay, this is for baseball for Windows, right? But then we can go here, great teams of the past, download list of teams, and here are the great teams of the past. That's it. Even PC Replay Baseball does better than this. Look at PC Replay's Baseball. I don't play it, but if you look on their site, gentlemen, you will see that they have a hell of a lot more teams available for these great teams of the past. Action PC Baseball has 160. There's not 160 here. But what am I paying for this? What am I paying for this? 40 bucks. And this is great teams of the past volume 4 here, right? $40 for what? Okay. Then there's the volume 5 disc. Then we have the New York Yankees World Series teams. Well, World's Worst Gamer would love this, certainly. But I don't think too many Boston Red Sox fans are going to be jumping on this for $25. World Series Decade Discs. Well, let's see. What is this? What is this? Oh, I see. So it's 15 bucks, and I can just get the World Series. So while I understand that you want to sell some specialty discs, you've got all kinds of confusion here. Okay. Here's Great Teams of the Past, Volume 4, Data. All right. This is $25. But if you look at the site and you look at, right, another thing that you don't want to do when you're creating a marketing website, especially when you're trying to sell, is a lot of dense text under your product. You got everything squeezed in the middle here. All right. What about fan managers? Fan managers. These were created by fans. And You can buy them for one great value, $45, $65. Yet I can go on Digital Skybox and I can go on APBA Zip and I can get these managers for free. So why not do a good turn the way another company that's kind of in trouble, Diamond Mine Baseball, all their parks are free. Why not make your fan managers free? Do something for the community. Do something for the community, right? But where he is right is not only in this navigation, but if I'm playing a game on my channel, right, people ask me, is old time baseball available? It's abandonware, so it is available out there on the internet. It is. You know, Stormfront Studios was bought out by EA and promptly shut the doors. Let me get to some more. Aaron Reed says, "App is how you found me." Absolutely. Plus, what laptop is going to have a disc or CD draw? Yeah. You can buy one on eBay for $20, which is what I did. But yeah, they don't. You're right. What do we have here? Data disks aren't that big with APBA. No, I can show you. Um, I can show you. It's really really crazy. So what is it we can thank John? So this it, how to fix this? Well, Strat's website and wow, I never thought I'd be. Let's see. Let's see what Strat does here. So Stratomatic, um, baseball. Don't want to go. All right. While this is so let's do Strats. I think this is all Stratomatic. There we go. Here's their site. Here's their site. We're going to go to it. So while we're going to that, I talked about APBA Go. So out of the park Go, it's a it can work on Androids, iPads, iPhones, Android phones. What do you get with that? The full game, 3 free seasons, and if you want every baseball season from 1901 to 2022, it's $20. APBA Go will give you those same teams for $220 a year. Right? I mean, I don't know. Look, Stratomatic here, much more modern looking website. Look at this. A 20 something that's going to come in here and say, you know, I saw Dad play Stratomatic. Oh, look, boom, boom, boom. You got to grab attention. Up here, look, CSS coding. Look at this. This, and I don't like Strat's customer service, but look at this. Baseball, board games, digital games. Look at this. New products, ratings guides, power purchasing. These strong keywords here, power purchasing, right? Because the other thing that you want to do on every page, and a marketing page, John Gerson, if you're ever hearing me, is you want to create actionable buttons. Well, look at what Strat has done, right? Everything actionable here. And purchase here. Purchase here. Look, it's clean, good use of white space. Also, it follows all the golden rules of design, whether it's for instruction or whether it's for selling. Look at this. Go to baseball. I'm interested in the digital game. All right. So I'm going to wait. Digital game is going to load up. Look, there it is. There it is. Look, authorization codes, all this stuff. Baseball apps. What is this? Shop now. Baseball Windows game. What is this? Shop now. Actionable buttons. But look at this. CSS code. And this is so simple. It's a simple code on mouse over. And there you go. Right? Here. It goes right to their other product, 365. And there it is. There it is. Try it for free. Okay? How to play. Look. I'm getting all this information. I don't have to sign up. I don't have to give them any of my information. And again, neat little trick here, right? Look. So Strat's doing it right. And this is a company that is what, only 10 years younger than the company we know as APBA. So how to play. Featured player sets. Here they are. All-time great, right? So of the two games, APBA is more in danger because they're putting everything into APBA Go and they're putting a barrier to entry. There's no barrier to entry here. I can get a good sense of what Baseball 365 is right there. And what's smart, right? You get some nice John Miller, who we know is a huge baseball board gamer. It's here. It's right here. You get a testimonial. Check out Baseball Replay Journal's website. He will say, look around. Good luck finding the testimonials. You will. But I can find all this information about Strat. And I'm sure if I went to the other ones, let's go to PC Replay. Again, I don't play PC Replay baseball. Nothing wrong with the game, just not my cup of tea. But look at this. Everything I want to know about this. And what's really cool, PC Replay players know this, all right? They insist that you test drive the demo before you buy the game. How cool is that? It's great. I can find everything I want to know about here, right? There's the nice community tabs, everything. There's this involvement here with PC Replay Baseball. Look at all the information. I can find everything I want about this. If I go back to APBA and I want to find out about APBA Stores Baseball for Windows, okay, let's do this. All right, so here we go. It says, since 1951, APBA has been the standard for baseball simulations. Now it's available for your computer. You're the manager. You make the same pre and in-game decisions with big league player faces. You decide the lineups and batting order. Why swing? Okay, so a little typo there, guys. Should probably do a little quality control. Swing away, steal, bunt, hit and run, play the defense in, blah, 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 blah. Okay, you do get 3 seasons with the game. They used to offer 1975 and 1957. They probably should. But anyhow, you can manage against a friend or against one of the computer managers that come with APBA. In addition, you get 6 screenshots day and night of historic ballparks. That's not true. You don't really. It's not exactly true, but that's okay. Statmaster Draft League Manager. These are great. Okay, go to the website. But that's all. This is it. This is the blurb for Baseball for Windows 5.75 CD. So now I have to go over here. Oh, okay, here's the download. And it's the same write-up, except that it says this is a download that will be mailed to you. And there's again the the why swing away. Why swing away? So compare that to PC Replay, right? This isn't a big company. It's not a big company. Yet everybody knows this is available, and yet so's this. John Gerson, you could sell your product. All right. So it's not just out of the park baseball, a text baseball sim with really, really pretty graphics and everything, and a deep baseball engine that's selling. All right. But so's Digital Diamond Baseball. So they're out there on Steam. You don't want to go to Steam? Fine. But come on. Get off of APBA stores for one thing. Get off of Yahoo stores. It's terrible. This is like late 90s, early 2000s stuff. It's so simple these days to create. I could knock up a website right now in this stream for you guys and show you exactly what I mean. Bam, 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 bam. Right? So over here, as he says, why is the 2015 Master Season card set just sitting out here by itself? And it's $86. So, wow, that's pretty expensive. Again, I don't want to get back into what he's done, but you know what? If you want to sell your product, people like me, and I mean when Robbie Wartburg used to broadcast, and he found Baseball Windows because of me. It's a good game, but you know what? Where's the support? So here's another thing. What about support? Okay, look at this. Baseball community, it's right there. Now I'm going to bring up Diamond Mine Baseball. I know I'm being really nasty here, but Here's Diamond Mine Baseball. So if I go to support, again, they could fix this. There's your community message board right there. It is right there. Actually, this main one's the one you don't want to go to. You want to go to fans of Diamond Mine. It's better. But look at this. You got a knowledge base and library. How to install Diamond Mine, how to install the encyclopedia, how to do season database files. Look at this. Research articles, all on their website. So if you were new to Diamond Mine Baseball, right, you could look at this. Right. So how to copy from a previous version. There you go. Look at that. Really nice. And this is a company that's in maintenance mode, gentlemen. So yeah, the best thing about both Stratomatic and APBA is their communities. The communities are a net negative in this case, and that is true. Okay, so for instance, big clue. But here's the thing, right? Again, for baseball for Windows, there's all right. Site map. Let's look at the site map. This is not a site map, guys. I don't know who designed this thing. All right, this is not a site map. All right. If you remember back in the Wild West early days of the internet, and you had, when Yahoo was the search engine as opposed to Google, it would have everything categorized. A sitemap is literally that. It will be a map. It will show you where it goes, what goes where. This is a list. And who's going to go through this whole list? This is nuts. This is nuts. Big clue is telling about the community. Do you know where the APBA community is? Delphi forums. And there is not a link anywhere on this APBA. So again, for baseball for Windows, there's nothing here. There is nothing here that, you know. So let's look at on Delphi forums. All right. So I'm just going to put in here just to show you guys. And this is Fans of Diamond Mine Baseball. I didn't mean to hit that. This is the better one. Anyhow, all right, so creating stadiums in APBA PC. All right, you actually have to go to Delphi forums, and you see all this stuff over here. This is the APBA community, and it's not just baseball, right? So there's leagues and replays for baseball, f-ball, golf, whatever. Look, there's a thing for the NFL, one for Major League Baseball, APBA classified, so people are selling things on here, baseball sets for sale. Here's the board games. Here's hockey, golf, APBA articles, APBA computer games. Right, so I could click on this and get all this information I wanted. But why would I want to go here? Why should I have to go here? Either that or link. Just link to it, man. Link to it, John. It's really simple to create a link, right? There's a separate one for the board games, for the articles, and Big Clue's right. Look at this. This is all fan made on Delphi forums, and you can just read messages on here and get all kinds of information. So it's a shame. It is really, really a shame. Yeah, exactly. Big clue. So, and again, I think Baseball Replay Journal. And again, guys, check out that video in the description. And so yeah, he's right. That's why I put it's no spoiler, or it's a spoiler. Yeah, he's right. It's just that he didn't talk about the computer game. I don't know if he plays it. This is an excellent game. It's an excellent game. And you know what? You want to know what you're paying $40 for? First, stats that are freely available, but I'm going to show you guys how big a season file is. All right. So let me see. Just give me a second here, guys. Baseball. And I think, oh no, I have to go up to see. I have to go up to a different directory here. Let's go to users and public documents, APBA games, baseball. All right, so these WDD files, these are seasons. How large are they? Okay, 1955 is 195 kilobytes. That's it. Um, the latest one, 1997, okay, has more teams. It's 367 kilobytes. So you're going to pay for that. You're going to pay for the shipping of the CD. And then you have to have an external CD-ROM drive or an old PC to run it. So these are small. Ballparks, the ballpark files. Again, they're right. The micromanagers. That's 9.3. Now these are all I have installed right now. So it's quite a bit, but there could be more. So to buy these managers, 51. And it's 51K size file. What you want to bring people in, give something to the community. All right. What these guys never have sales. Never. At least for the digital game. You cards and dice players, maybe APBA has sales. I've never seen one. I've never seen a single sale from this company. But yet, honestly, how many of you in here knew that Baseball for Windows even still existed before you came to my channel? Because I think I'm the only person that plays it pretty much on a regular basis. And Ken, what morning rant? So, yeah, it is a morning rant because again, I saw that great video by Baseball Replay Journal, and I agree with him. And I don't agree with everything he says in his channel. I think it's an excellent channel. I kind of have some issues with what he has to say about out of the park baseball, but I'm waiting for him to put up some more videos to kind of talk about that. But he is spot on about this. And look, I'm not knocking the APBA game. I played the cards and dice game like crazy as an undergrad. You guys know and imagine how many literally years I have in Baseball for Windows. As I've been playing this since 1995. I love the game. That's why I can do all the ins and outs and know this game so well. Um, the ballparks. The ballparks are insane. Just make the ballparks available, right? Just do it. It has nothing to do with field effects because you have field effects in Action PC Baseball. There's no special configuration file. But it's this is just about, do you want money? And so I wish somebody, John Gerson will never see this. I am offering my services as a professional web designer, graphic artist, and instructional designer. Have my master's in this, turned down a PhD in this. I turned it down. I'm willing to revamp your website for nothing. For nothing. Right? First thing I'm going to do is I would make everything available as a digital download. I would also, actually even before that, migrate. So leave this up, but start migrating into a much better e-commerce system. This is archaic. It's archaic. It's insane, right? So Yahoo. Who even uses Yahoo anymore, even as a search engine? Come on. In fact, I would say, yeah, as if they don't want to spend the money. Andrew, welcome in. 603. Yeah. Sakuni right there, and I wish Baseball Replay Journal knew about my channel because I know about his. So if you're a listening man, and I forget your name because I've never heard it, I think I heard it once. Sakuni 007, who's a serious baseball fan and casino dealer, says, yeah, it was APBA website that kind of turned me off from buying APBA's products. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the community, right, Ken saying cousin with you won't hear a peep out of me just because I love the game, and the community does not make this inaccurate. It's a great community, and you've had some big time people, not just in APBA, but in the baseball sim community that are out there that you can look at all there's crazy resources. So here's a dude. I want to bring something up here, and this is again just for guys. Baseball for Windows is an excellent game, but if we go here, let's go to the Digital Skybox, which I have a membership on this. Okay, so now, and again, this is a crappy website It's crappy. Well, oh my God, this thing is so bad. This is even worse. However, for $20, and if you have um, Baseball for Windows, you have to get this. All right. So a lot of this stuff here is available for free. This is a $20 a year membership, $20 a year. So I can go to utilities and add-ons. There's all kinds of stuff here. There's a lineup generator for the digital game. There's all kinds of add-ons and utilities. Let me bring this down so you guys don't have to, right? Look at this. This is in here for a reason that I'm not going to get into. The Mako Joe software, this guy's been around forever. He has some great stuff here for the game. The Norwood Career Database. This thing's excellent. Excellent database that you can incorporate into the Baseball for Windows game. Though there's nothing wrong with the database that they have. All right. However, if you're a member, all right, we can go in here and boom. This opens up a whole new world. Fan managers. Remember we were talking about the $45? Well, if I click on the picture, there we go. There they are. Do I want more fan managers? There's pages upon pages upon pages upon pages um, of fan managers. Now, I will give APBA 2 bits of credit here that I don't think Strat would have ever done. For longtime players like myself, who have used the Fan Park Encyclopedia both for seasons and for creating my own projects, they do have the migration tool that allowed me to move it from an earlier version of Baseball for Windows for free into 5.75. I will give APBA that. There's a lot they do right. They've created an excellent baseball game, whether it's cards or dice or digital. It is an excellent game. But John is putting everything into APBA Go, and what's one of the first rules of business? Multiple streams of income, right, guys? You don't need a degree in marketing. You don't need an MBA to know that you make money, multiple streams of income. Give you guys an example. David Copperfield, the magician, earns about $80 million a year. Most of that comes from things other than his show in Las Vegas. It's merch. It's selling beginners magic sets, things like that. Um, Bands go on tour to be able to promote their newest releases, whether it's downloads. Now we're going back to vinyl and all that kind of stuff. Multiple streams of income. So right, why not just offer these fan created managers for free? No, you got to pay $45 for all of these managers. Okay. Look, there's a bunch of homemade discs here. Skuni, you talked about Japanese teams, Japanese all-stars, Japanese grade teams. There's the listserv all-time teams. You get a bunch of seasons here if you don't have the Fan Park Encyclopedia. Online managers. The amount of managers that you can get for this game, just absolutely ridiculous. Manager cards. So these manager cards are interesting because you actually put these in the Baseball for Windows game, and there are literally thousands of these managers. These are AIs, and they're very good. Um, Ballparks, they're a little lean on ballparks, but there's ballparks. Boom, you just download them, right? So because these are out here, not only these, but another site, APBA Zip. Plus, I found a bunch of minor league parks for APBA. Just make these available. Dave Cook doesn't charge for ballparks, right? And all a ballpark is the image and a configuration file. That's all it is. That's all it is. So why doesn't he want to make money? I know that there are folks in here like Ken, and I'm not going to put Ken on the spot. He knows a lot of people at APBA, so I'm not going to put him on the spot. But guys, do you see that where Baseball Replay Journal is right? He is right. And he makes an excellent point. He says, there's this fallacy that you know, that 20 somethings don't want to play board games. And he says that's wrong. And he's absolutely right. All right. So I got, you know, a little bit older than he is. I was playing Magic the Gathering back in 1993, Talisman, and at the same time playing computer games. Um, Go on Board Game Geek, and you're going to see people from 8 to 98 on there. Um, People want to play games, man, and you're blowing it, guys. You're blowing it, John. Don't put everything into APBA Go. Fix the site and incorporate APBA Go if you want. So let's go to their home site, and this is their stadium shop, and there's an actual. I'll let you guys look at it. Baseball Replay Journal shows there's an actual main APBA site. This is just the store site, and believe me, the APBA. When you click home, right, this breadcrumbs, it just keeps bringing back the same page, about us. Wow, the about us is nothing about. There's nothing about the history of APBA in here. There's nothing. All right, what's our? Yeah, again, we already showed everything else. Yeah, the privacy policy, blah 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 blah. Well, I don't trust you. This is a pretty bad website. So anyhow, that's pretty much it. Um, would I suggest buying Baseball for Windows or the Cards and Dice game? Absolutely, they're great. It was like Steve Tate had said a number of times, right? APPA's been around since 1951, Strat since 1961. Obviously, they're doing something right. Obviously, they're doing something right. They got a good baseball engine. But if you're looking for support or you're looking for whatever, you want to buy things, you're going to tear your hair out. You're going to tear your hair out here. And Cooney, I don't know your age or anything, but here you are, a person who was turned off by this, you know, and I get it. You're a missed sale. So um, even if you didn't buy anything else from APBA, that's $28 that they didn't get from you. So Cooney says he has over 100, yeah, 100 different tabletop games in your collection. There you go, right? Post comparison prices for these Sim seasons in Discord. It's a great game. Oh, so you've played against Mako Joe in a tournament. Nice, cousin Ken. A couple $100 could have been secured on day one. This is pure negligence on John's part. It is. Right. Keep the page current. Set up e-commerce, links to community events, news, etc. If you look on Baseball Replays Journal, again, video in the description. Do you know that the last blog post on here was made in 2017? Do you know how easy it is to do a blog post? It's nothing. And with programs, say like Canva, oh my God, I wish John Gerson would take me up on my challenge. And I would say, okay, John, in a year, you're selling some serious money. Think about making me make me your full-time administrator. All right. But I would give it a year. I'm offering my expertise for free, just because I want to see this game thrive, not die. It's going to die. Again, even Strat is doing better. Come on. Everybody's doing better. Everybody's doing better. Come on, give me another site. What else do you guys play? Give me another one. Give me another one. Inside Pitch. I know that's really Inside Pitch is a popular one, right? And apparently they have a PC. All right, so here we go. Inside Sports Games. Let's see. Let's look at their website. Okay, again, not very nice design. It's not a good design. I will give you that. But, right, I mean, this does need updating. Okay. Board game and seasons. Windows PC game and seasons. What can I find out? Look at this. Pretty nice. A quick menu that's following me down here. Pretty cool. I'm getting everything I need to know. It is free to try. This is 5-day fully functioning demo. $30 for the registration code and a single PC license. Chris, if Chris Wilson, who doesn't know who I am either, that's his. I think it's Chris Wilson, isn't it? Anyhow, this is not a good idea for a single PC license. All right, you should be able to, at the very least, do what Out of the Park does: allow 3 licenses on 3 different machines. Action PC is DRM free. I can put this on 50 computers. Dave doesn't mind. But here's what's good about this. I'm getting everything I need to know about this game. Everything I need to know. I don't have to. I don't have to. Look, it even says right here, right? An electronic file sent by mail. I add to cart. Bam, I got it. Um, and this goes back to 1956. I hope it goes back further someday. You guys have watched Robert and Baseball Demos play Inside Pitch. It's a good game. Good game. And I'm not going away from here saying, oh, geez, what do I do? What do I do? How do I, now this up here is the board game stuff. Okay. Here it is. What about Payoff Pitch? Are they any better? So it seems Mr. Gerson, sir, and I say this with respect, a man who came from the business world and bought the damn company, that you're like completely ignoring everything you knew as a business person. All right. This one, meh. Payoff Pitch Baseball. Lots of information. So the serious fan is going to go to this. This is going to get to the 20-something. But go to shop. Let's see. How's the shop here? Okay. So I want to buy Payoff Pitch Baseball. Let's go to it. Glory Days Boxing, by the way, on there. We know some guy that does that. Okay. Look, there's the print version, PDF version. Nice. Okay. So, boom, click on it, and all of these products. Okay, click on them, and look, I can even zoom in there. I can zoom in, get nice pictures of the cards, so that if I'm buying, I don't know why Ali Reynolds and Joe DiMaggio are in the 2018 Payoff Pitch Baseball season set standard, unless. Oh, okay, 1,200 plus player cards, blah, blah, 33 stadiums, yada, 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 yada. Don't know why they're there, but nonetheless. So this is pretty good website, man. Play.com. Now, granted, not all these guys do PC games. Look at this. Sexy. Sexy. Look, movement, movement. Bam, bam, bam. And this is easy. Any of you guys, I'll tell you what. So, even if you guys don't have web experience, I guarantee you could get a free version of something like Wix, and you would be able to put together a website. You would be able to put together a website. So, I wonder what an actual demo version of APBA Baseball Windows would look like. But here's the thing, Aaron. APBA doesn't have the vision to even put that demo out there. You could do it. You could very easily do it. Say, look, demo version, 1 game, whatever, a little bit of programming. You can play 10 games, and then that should give you enough time to decide whether you want it. All right. But John Gerson, wherever you are, this is the future. Do you want to make money? Or, you know what? Sell the company. I'll bet you there's people out there that want to buy your game and see it stay alive. Look at this community that you have out here, right? So we're talking about a game that most people, when they come into this channel, say, oh, I didn't know that still existed, right? Well, look at this, just for the computer games. Look at all these. Look at all this. This is just for this, right? And then the articles, the board games, the what have you. Great, great community. Ken's right. This is a great community. And, okay, look, for APBA board games, guys, there are 240,393 messages just in there. For the computer game, guys, 71,983 messages. So the community's out there, John Gerson. It's out there. Do it. We could go to all, click go, and there it is. How can you ignore this? How can you ignore this? I do not know. That's it. Demo either has limited features, says Big Clue, only one set of teams to play, or limited time to use. Yeah. So we saw with Inside Pitch that it will function for 5 days. PC Replay Baseball gives you part of the 2014 season. It's very doable. See, capitalist, the best thing that could happen to APBA is for an incompetent owner to crash and burn and be bought out by a competent one. Just like the Reds or Pirates, right? Yep. Although my Bucks won again last night, beat your Reds. So we're kind of not helping you very much to overtake the Cubs. But we did take 2 or 3 from the Cubs. Anyhow, guys, thank you for coming in. And I want to thank Baseball Replay Journal, who I don't know. I do subscribe to his channel. I don't think he's part of this channel. I'm not doing this to try to get him to do it. It's just when I see something that I feel is right, why not? Why not, right? So right now, look, even the support is in the APBA community. Just installed this guy here. So posted this just here, 5 September, right? Just installed the 71 season disc, and I noticed that some stats are missing from the players' cards. Complete games, and this is for the board game. Complete games and fielding stats are by position are two that stand out. Also, the age of the players not included. Recent years, all this stuff was included, but some years earlier was missing. Blah 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 blah. And then somebody down here answers him on the same day. So this guy posted 11:03 a.m. and a community member answered at 2:17. The current 1971 disc is from 1995 and does not include the extended statistics. That's it. He didn't have to wait for APBA customer support. There, Baseball for Windows tech issue, right? So people were answering. Look at this community. Everybody jumps in trying to help each other. Somebody here is asking on September 5th. So the game obviously still available. I could use some advice on the best way to balance pitching grades and defense numbers for a league with teams from different eras. Thanks in advance. Stolen base controls. People wanting to know about stolen base controls. There it is. Baseball for Window download. Shouldn't take that long. Blah, 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 blah. So now this guy, the APBA method is more personal. I don't know. You guys saw the website. You tell me how personal they are. So, and logging into America Online. So how old is this one? July 15th. Okay, so thank you, dude, for, and I don't know who you are. I'll hide your name up there. Doesn't matter. So with APBA, you have an actual human logging into America Online, reading your order off the teletape, opening their sent folders, and manually forwarding you an email. Now that is a personal human touch. Yeah, as soon as you lost me at log into AOL. Anyhow. Yeah, sell the team, John. Absolutely big clue. So, you're asking to make a protected, uneditable organization for data disks. Well, see, again, you could ask that in the Delphi forums, and ask customer support at APBA, and you see who answers you first. And Delphi forums is free to sign up for, by the way. Yeah, I hope that's sarcasm too. So I don't know, but the logging on to AOL. Yeah, I guess if you're my whatever. I don't know what else to say except again, thank you, Baseball Replay Journal, for your excellent and fair. So he wasn't knocking. Yeah. So here, where does this start? So Digital data downloads are misleading. When I order from DK Sports, I get it the moment I order. That's absolutely true. So from APBA, he ordered the 1987 digital download on Friday at 2:20 p.m. That's of this year, gentlemen, or something, and figured it would be in by 4 p.m. that day. Nope, still waiting. Personally, I find the way Apple does it is really pathetic. Digital download, I expect to play as soon as possible, not 1990 style delivery. So I think this is, I think you're right, Ken. I think now looking at this in context, um, this is sarcasm, and actually now I love it. So whoever Greg N is, you're awesome, dude. Reading it over off the teletape. But I wouldn't be surprised if they are logging on to the people at APBA or the person at APBA. I don't know. Yeah, so I don't know, man. Um, you want to get new players on. You want to get new players in. You do. I'm firing up Steam here for a reason. Nope, don't worry. You're not going to play a game. So Mark Cohen talked about in Digital Diamond Baseball. He said, "Why should I charge for season? The stats are out there. I'm not going to do that." But look how many of you in this community have jumped on it this year because of this amazing component that he added. It's a board game companion now. I know a lot of guys playing Strat PC that use Strat PC mainly to just track stats. If they don't want to do it, by hand with Fast Score or Ball Stat or whatever you guys use to play cards and dice baseball. So he's on Steam. Smart move. And at the end of the day, I'm seeing more people on here playing Digital Diamond Baseball all the time. Dave Gardner, who calls himself a casual baseball fan, likes it. Um, the other companies are doing it right. I'm going to go to my ridiculous Steam library here just to get to the Out of the Park baseball page. Eventually. And then we'll shut it down. All right, let's go back to home. Looks like I clicked on the wrong one. There we go. Store page. Okay. Very positive reviews, including mine. And let's let it load up here. Yeah, there we go. So there's the review on this page, and there's 563 more reviews. 563. All right. We could look at the statistics. We could see um, how much play time this is getting, if we wanted to. But look at this. This is really, really a robust community that's going on here. John Gerson, look what you could be doing. And you don't even have to go on Steam. Create a community on your website. Look at the discussion this polarizing game is creating. Look at this. And it's loading more. Every single post in here. Because John, this is at its heart a text-based baseball game that happens to have baseball reference tacked into it. Pretty amazing. Every one of these posts is a sale that you lost because you won't update your website, because you won't get somebody to update your website. And this isn't just, this is just in the digital realm. This is just in the digital realm. What about, I don't know. It is a rant. It is definitely a rant. Because I don't want to see this great old game go away, and yet it's going to. Mm-hmm. Andrew says Out of the Park has a lot of stuff in the forums to add photos and logos. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. because they're smart. They know the best game companies, unless they're the big, and what I love about Larian Studios is now they're putting the hurting on the big dudes like Activision and EA, right? Showing how games can be done. The game companies understand that the community drives the game. How many times have we heard legends say, I would buy MLB The Show 23 if they would allow moving all the rosters and all the work that he did into the latest edition? This is coming from a guy that we all respect. And he's not buying. So Sony and San Diego Studios, they are not, Sony's not getting that sale from Legends because, you know, the next edition doesn't do what he wants it to do. And so he's doing this amazing thing, his Legend Sports Universe League, right? The FSBL, in an earlier version, last year's version. And yet it's guys like Legends and others that drive that community as well. Go, if you have MLB The Show, go in and look at the vaults. It's incredible. It's incredible the stuff that's up there. Uniforms, players, teams, seasons, all kinds of rosters, ballparks, whatever. It's not San Diego Studios, but at least they're opening that up. Now Sony needs to say, all right, look, we've got these great modders like this Legends guy and some of the other people that he said. Let's do this. But at least they have something there. At least they have something there. There's nothing here. There's nothing here to discuss this game. APBA, fix it. Or you're going to be dead in about 10 to 15 years. You are. Because your demographic is we're getting older. We're getting older. So, baseball sims don't just market Major League Baseball. They can educate people about baseball history. Exactly. Exactly. For a great entry point for gamers into baseball. You're right. And let's face it, baseball could use the help. We love the game, but you know we want to get younger players in. So how do we get the players after a while, right? You're playing MLB The Show and whatever, but after a while you're like, I want something more. I don't want to just play a Twitch game, or the management mode isn't enough for me. I want something deeper. So John, you have an untapped market out there. You really do. It's I don't know. And I say this out of love for the game, just as Baseball Replay Journal says. This is a knock on, not a knock on the game. It's great. And if you have a great product, sell it. And if you don't want to sell it, get out. But this APBA stuff, come on. That's going to be your hub. So let's see. Let's see if we can find, when was the last time this thing was updated, Baseball for Windows 5.75. So we're going to go to, here's the official APBA website. So this is the thing that Baseball Replay Journal was showing. So here it is. So the last time this was upgraded was 15 August 2022, Baseball for Windows. Let's go to games. Baseball 5.75. Maybe this will tell me. No, it won't. Look, this is all I get about. This doesn't tell me about Baseball for Windows 5.75 from APBAGames.com. What's in the fan zone? Message boards. Oh, well, now you finally go to Delphi forums. But the shop page, if I go to shop, there we are. This is bad. It's bad. You're not going to sell your game. And here, for APBAGames.com, gents, when I go under games and I go to baseball, there's nothing here about the cards and dice game. Nothing. The blog we talked about, again, now I'm kind of retreading for you guys. Here's the blog. And so what do we have up here? What's the latest? And he's doing his blog backwards, by the way. But from 2013 to what, 2016? 2016. So I said 2017. So 2016, This has been 7 years since the blog's been updated. Now, when you're designing e-commerce websites, content is king, just like it is on YouTube. Look at our Red Sox fan, ID Jester, and Digital to Dice, right? Probably 3 of the largest channels in our immediate community. How do they do it? Streaming, putting up videos, everything. Content is king. Blogs, right? And what you do here, John, an immediate way where you start making money, your blog posts. So let's go to Super Bowl 50. Okay. Here's the thing. Do you have external links anywhere? No. You got a bunch of PDF files. But how about an external link to some things about this one? Maybe your own articles. Have a YouTube channel. Create a really cool presentation about Super Bowl 50. Because when you have external links that are referencing out and then links referencing back to your page, you rank higher. It's called search engine optimization, SEO. And that's how you generate web traffic. Back in the old days in search engines, you could just spam in the names of corn stars and stuff like that. But because of the language learning models and AI, Google can now tell that you're doing that. So you have to do proper SEO, but it's still simple. Keywords, key phrases. If I would look at this right now, I guarantee I am not going to see any of that. Not going to see. What kind of YouTube channel? Let's see. What do they have here on YouTube? How many videos do you guys have? Really? You have 8 videos. 8 videos. And that's it. Let's look at one. Not. Yeah, there you go.
Bells and whistles are all not here. The card
hey, this is nice, huh?
The write-ups. That's the bad news. The good news is that for all intents and purposes, all the substantive text of the 3rd edition of the handbook is here.
You're a professional company, and this is your video?
Last year we handed out a disc that had all the substantive text up through the 1960s. This has got it up into the 21st century, folks. There are a couple. There are
Get out of here.
revisions. There's 1 or 2 articles that we don't need to be updated. We're going to update them. Obviously, we want to put some of the polish back on it and get some of the ancillary articles back into it. We're still going to work forward on it. But the first thing we wanted to do was get you all the write-ups, and with a very, very minimal number of exceptions. Okay, 1995 art just came out. It's not there. All right.
I haven't done anything wizardry here. This is somebody's cell phone turned on its side, and you want to sell. Look, there's a kid. There's a kid. There's one.
But
there's 2.
But it'll be there before long. In terms of at least having 99.5% of all the cards ever written up properly, the way Ed taught us all to do it.
Come on, man. This is shameful. This is shameful. 8 videos. Here, let's look at another one. Here, we'll look at one right side up. Ready?
Tonight. You know, a lot of people ask the question, what qualifies somebody to be in the Hall of Fame? Unfortunately, somebody asked Jim Shea.
It is APBA site. They're using their logo. But yeah.
So don't ever ask Jim Shea a question. It's one of the things that we learned. But to me, anyway,
this is the APBA
Hall of Fame
Games
represents
site.
the guys that are really community-first guys, that are putting in extra effort for the community. You're not looking at Hall of Fame guys worried about winning the tournaments tomorrow, except for Roy, of course.
However, let's see what the other guys are doing. And again, I'm not a fan of their customer service, right? So, hey, there's everybody's friend Kurt Berglund. But I do know that Strat. Look at this.
Today's video is how to play the basic
This is
version
slick,
of
man.
the Stratomatic
And this
baseball
is
board.
Strat's page.
First, select your team's
Or
starting
Strat's YouTube
pitchers
channel,
and
I'm sorry.
lineups. For each at-bat, roll the 3 6-sided dice included. The results of the at-bat are then found on the corresponding player cards.
Hey Arnold, how you
Every
doing?
batter card
Thank you.
contains 1,
Look
2,
how
and
slick
3
this
numbered
is.
columns. Pitcher cards contain 4, 5,
You got
and
music
6
going
numbered
on.
columns.
You don't got some dude running
The
around.
white dot
Whatever. And sure he's a
determines
nice
which
guy. but
card
come
and
on.
column to find the result. Add the two colored dice together
Okay,
to find the
so
final
this one
at-bat
had
result in the appropriate
almost
white die
8,000
column.
views.
Some card readings will need an
They
addition.
have 928 subscribers. Let's compare that to APBA.
Tonight.
This had 448 views, half the views. Half the views. And right, I met Randy at an event for a different game company, and it was a pleasure meeting him. Wow, I don't know, I can't really call that a testimonial. Look at this on Strat. At least they have
Today's
some
video
comments.
is how to play the basic version of the Stratomatic baseball to find the result. Add the two colored dice
Strat
together
doesn't have a
to
lot
find
of
the
money.
final at-bat result
It's not
in
like
the
they're
appropriate
swimming in
white
bucks
die
either.
column.
They don't have
Some card readings will need
they
an
don't
additional
have the
roll. If the result
the
shows
deep
a
pockets
split,
that Out of the
roll
Park
the
has.
20-sided die for the
instance.
final result of the at-bat. If the result is a ground ball X, fly ball X, or catcher's card.
All right. Anyhow, look at Strat. Look at this, man. Right? Well, you'll notice they have more than 8 videos. Look. They know how to market their product. And if I was a Strat PC gamer as opposed to an APBA PC gamer, there is not one person that would have ever mentioned in the comments, is this still available? Everybody knows it's still available. Everybody knows. Mr. Utah Mike, Sports Time Machine. We love Mike. He plays Strat PC. I've seen so many guys play Strat PC. Everybody in the community knows about Jester's epic rant about Strat PC. But holy shit, there's not even a rant about, until today, about the lack of marketing. But look at this, man. Strat knows what the hell they're doing. They even do these goofy things where it's opening day at in New York, right? Where I forget where they are now. One of you guys know. Look, you even got like fun people. Look, right?
Hello and welcome back to the
Nice.
the Stratomatic News Desk. I'm Adam.
I'm Laura.
Here are the Strat Facts of the Week.
Last week, Adam and I went to Washington Square Park to discuss the World Series and the incredible way Stratomatic predicted the outcome.
And our two biggest reactions were didn't watch it and what's the World Series?
New York, baseball.
Nikita Kucherov of the Tampa Bay Lightning has smanged 16 goals in only 17 games. And Florida hockey is tough. You have to control the puck while dodging alligators and...
Yeah, so it's a little bit kitsch, it's a little bit camp, but they're marketing. They're doing it up right. You know what, Sakuni? There you go. I know. Well, big clue. Just I get it. So Sakuni says took marketing was, and you know what? You would probably even have. I mean, I'm coming from this, Sakuni, as a person who's a designer. You're coming at this from a marketing expert, and I'm sure you could find way more wrong with this. And it's a shame, guys. It's because I love the game that I'm talking about this. Okay, so it's 2023, and wow, there's a blog post about the 2015 baseball card update, and that's it. Oh, and please do not call about the status of your order. And we are not updating the shipping records. Really? Look. I'm going to read this whole thing to you. Take a minute. On January 4th, we started shipping the 2015 baseball cards. We will start shipping orders with XCs starting on Thursday, January 7th. Please do not call about the status of your order. We are filling orders. We are not updating the shipping records. Wow, that's really nice. Boy, aren't you nice guys. But there's one more we have to go to. There's one more we have to go to, and you guys in this community know it really well, and that is Action PC. All right. My understanding is it's Dave Cook and like a couple other people. That's it. This is a tiny company. All right. It's a tiny company. We go to, right, here's the sports games. I click on baseball. Quick, easy internet play. Look at this. Look, it tells me what I want to know about the game. And then it gives me the packages, right? This is the one for you. This is the most popular package, right? About the game. Look at this. You want to know about Action PC Baseball? Bam, you can do it. Direct link to the Tapatalk, to their forums. Not right. It's they're recognizing, and you guys have been on the Action PC boards, right? You know how good they are. And this is a small company. It's a small company, right? Go to the shop. The shop is so easy. Look, more info everywhere. I want more info about and a lot of stuff on sale right now, guys. Boom. Look at this. All the subsets in this one. Go back. In fact, has a little nice breadcrumb thing too. So let's go to more info. Look, I can go back to special collections. Oh, what else is in there? Oh, franchise All Stars download, which is only $17.50, not $40. APBA, come on. The Hall of Fame, $13.99, $20. This thing was $28. Come on, guys. So this isn't just me going after. In fact, I haven't even shown Out of the Park's website, and there's no need to. Out of the Park was bought out by a big Korean conglomerate, but even before they were doing it right. John, you could do it right. John Gerson, APBA, do it right. Sell your game. Get players into it. Reignite people's interest who played baseball for Windows, and it is still an excellent product. Get people to talk about, hey, you know, you got somebody, you guys here, you got a nephew. Let's say, I don't know what the average age is. Let's just say somebody's 50 years old, right? You got a 25-year-old nephew, 20-year-old nephew, whatever. I don't care. You know what, Uncle? I really, really want to get into this cards and dice. Well, yeah, APBA's a great game. However, their website is unfriendly, terrible to navigate, and what have you. Sell a great game, though. Yeah, the more people playing, the better. Well, no, what I mean, Ken, is I didn't want you to mention names. My understanding, though, is that John was very successful. You're saying he was an attorney. He came, but he, mentioned in Digital to Dice that he came from the, so I don't know whether he was a banking or what kind of attorney. I don't think he was a criminal attorney. So, and here, why not get testimonials? So the interesting thing that Baseball Replay Journal shows, back here, yeah. So there's a little story about the game, its history, and stuff like that, and of course, avoiding the controversy of national pastime. But you can go look. The APBA, the APBA journal is on here, and all this kind of stuff. And so that's cool. Look, all the good stuff you have to dig around for. You shouldn't have to. FAQs. Okay. That's it. That's the FAQ. That's all there is. Come on. Let's see if they do the same thing. I know. Big Clue, hide your eyes. We'll pick another one. We'll pick soccer because Cousin Ken's here. Okay. So soccer, buy now, actionable button at least. But they don't even give baseball. Look, it's like baseball for Windows is the redheaded stepchild. Where's the actionable button to buy this thing? It's not there. It's just not there. Why not? Now, again, this is nice. You know, the ballpark installer, which doesn't tell me about it. But anyhow, this is really, really, I don't know, maybe with 2 videos out there from small channels. And again, baseball replay, the baseball replay journal, this guy is 120 viewers, subscribers larger than this. So it's really 2 tiny channels. But maybe enough people will see this and see his. Probably they'll see his more, but whatever. And that's it, guys. But like, I'd be if I was John Gerson, I would be reaching out to people like Ken Castro. Ken, I know you've been playing the game for years. Listen, would you mind writing a little? And my God, this guy's a fantastic journalist. Ken, would you mind writing up a little bit? Right? Maybe could you help us with a blog post every once in a while? Talk about it. I know the night that Ken Castro and PIB 99 were here, they were talking so enthusiastically about what it was like to play these games back in the day. And it ignited me. I didn't know what this was. I didn't play this stuff. Aaron, you didn't. Sakuni, I'm thinking you didn't. Back in the day, right? Yes, we do need a Larian Studios in the baseball sim space. We really, really do. But you got guys like Ken Castro who can write, who could make these brilliant posts every once in a while. Ken, write me up something, would you? Maybe once a month. But no, all I remember from the Digital to Dice podcast was repeatedly, "Yep, we are going to make APBA Go the hub for everything," and yet look what you got to do. So I don't know. That's it. I really wish there was a wealthy person out there that would make John Gerson an offer that he can't refuse. I'm making him one he can't refuse. Let me redo your website. Let me do it right. Social media. Hit social media. Sell your game, man. And if not, sell the company. And I wish there was somebody that would just take it and say, I'm buying it. John, here's $2 million. Go retire to the Bahamas. And then watch this game take off with the right person who is enterprising, who loves baseball, who loves APBA, both the digital and the analog products. Oh, yeah. Redo. Yeah. So, you know what? If you want tutorials on how to play baseball for Windows, you got to find my dinky little channel. Yeah, I'm not even on the radar. Yeah, they really, really should be, because Sakuni, you're right. At least they have the branding. People know APBA. They don't know Beatles Eternally. They know APBA. So it's sad, man. Sakuni said he would buy APBA, bring me in to redo the site, and Sakuni, you'd be marketing this thing like crazy, head of the company, and you have that background. You would hire people. You would do it right. You got to spend money to make money. So I don't know. Those of us who have fond memories of these, some of you started much younger than I did in cards and dice baseball. But I started probably in digital baseball before you guys did. But you have these great memories of, rolling the bones and stuff, whether it's that. But the 2 competitors, the 2 big old timers, APBA and Strat's clearly winning. Clearly winning. And their baseball game, I'm sorry guys, but their PC baseball game is god awful. And baseball for Windows is a superior project, even if you take away the Ernie Harwell narration. It is a superior product in every way, and they're letting it languish. They're letting it languish, and it's a shame. So, I don't know. This is probably all sound and fury, signifying nothing. But for all of us, whether it's those of us who played the digital game for years, or those of you who played cards and dice for years, and for the few that have played both, The game's dying because its owner's killing it. And to me, John Gerson's he's like, that's the dream CEO job right there. What's he doing? He's selling a baseball game. He loves baseball. He's selling a baseball game. And somebody whispered in his ear, no, put everything on APBA. How the Park Go's got you whooped, man, for $20 instead of $212 a year. And I own that product, or at least the license to it. You don't own games anymore, guys. Don't kid yourselves. Except for things like Action PC Baseball, and a few others that are DRM free. You're buying a license to play the game. So I don't know, man. It's just terrible. It's terrible. Just go to the YouTube channel, and again, they had one thing in here, but you can look on Baseball Replays Journal. There's one video showing how to play the cards and dice game, and it's not an APBA video. It's two little kids sitting there. Bad camera angle, the cards looking microscopic because the dude who did the camera, I guess, thought he was, I don't know, Peter Jackson filming the Battle of Pelennor Field in Return of the King. These kids could be playing Magic the Gathering for all I know. Yeah, first rule playing poker. Yep. Just fine playing digital easy. It's easier to do Let's Plays. And again, I mean, Let's Plays are awesome. I love them. And a lot of the channels, gaming channels I subscribe to, do Let's Plays. I'm following one right now, a guy from Germany named Icon Gaming, that's doing has done a series of tutorials and Let's Plays on a brilliant card game that I do want to feature on this channel called Aranorth Chronicles. I showed it one time. For you strategy heads and stuff, this is a super deep, complex, but if you stick with it, ultimately rewarding experience. The developer himself, Spiros Salasinos, he's from Greece. He has his own YouTube channel where he's taking time and doing playthroughs, tutorials, reaching out to the communities, encouraging modding, all kinds of stuff. John, it's out there. Get a couple 20-somethings that know how to do this. If you don't want to get somebody like Sakuni or me, Sakuni might be a 20-something, but the answer's here. So I'm going to end this. I want to thank, even though he probably will never see this video, I want to thank Baseball Replay Journal for his excellent insight. Watched it today and found myself agreeing with him every syllable. And you know what? John Gerson, you seem like a nice guy. And you have a thriving community out there. Go look at those Delphi message boards. Look at this community. And appeal to the community. Come out. Be human and say, let's save the game. First up, just man up, man. Get the balls to say, look, I dropped the ball on this. Let's save our game. Strat's kicking our ass. Do you want that to happen? Because they are. That's just, John, you're an attorney. And if that is true, and if you're an attorney, you know that you deal in facts. You deal in facts. You deal in facts. Just bring it out, man. You got people that want to help. So thank you to Cooney007, to Aaron Reed, to Big Clue, to Cousin Ken Castro. Did I say Aaron Reed already? Yes, I did, but I'll say it again. Doesn't matter. Arnold Hunter. Thank you, Arnold, for stopping in. And you know what? To MV, to Bleacher Bums Gaming, who eventually we will see a great baseball game from him. An awesome boxing game already. So, guys, thank you. And I guess the last thing is Big Clue or Steve had mentioned, I guess Steve, that for those of you who are going to be in Shanks 4, that draft will happen sometime in October, around October 18th when MV gets back from holiday. So that's all from me. And until next time, guys, take the time, watch that video from Baseball Replay Journals. Comment, if you would, please, and both mine and his. All right, mid-October for yeah, for Shanks 4.0. Okay, guys. Till next time, see you around the batting cage, and thank you very much. I don't know who's doing any games today. Hopefully there will be, and enjoy them. All right, guys, take care.